Hello, my name is Jon Sermon and I'm a church leader in Suffolk in the United Kingdom. I also have a strong link with Uganda through a charity that I'm chair of trustees, Romans 111 Trust. We're all about mutual encouragement between the UK and Africa. And during this lockdown, as I offer videos with, I hope, some encouragement for people, that mutual encouragement is really important. One of the beautiful things about having to restrict ourselves, there's a lot of disadvantages, but there's also little upsides as well. And right from the end of March, our church worship has been done online rather than in physical gatherings. And whilst that leaves us very restricted in many ways, it also opens up the possibility of visitors who are not local. So that, for example, we had a minister friend of mine from Norwich with us at worship recently. We've had, on 2 or 3 occasions, we've had visitors from Uganda, and also a young lady from Uganda who is currently a student in Canada. So for our 11 a.m. Sunday service, she has to be up 5 a.m. Canada time. And actually to have that sort of flexibility of people who couldn't physically be with us coming in through Zoom has been such an encouragement. Now, the particular encouragement I want to talk about tonight, it is very close to home and personal, and it's to do with bereavement. Whether the COVID-19 illness is the reason for a death that leaves us bereaved or not, we are still facing bereavement, those of us who are, in circumstances that are much more restricted than usual, so that in my case, when my dad died at the end of March, we weren't able to gather properly for a funeral, just a few of us for a very short ceremony at the graveside. And for me, I'm now an orphan. My mum died getting on towards 3 years ago now, and I'm privileged to have had my parents for so long. Now, just these last couple of days, on Sunday, my wife's father also died, so my father-in-law. And reflecting on this, I'm aware, his name's Tony. Tony was also a church leader. In fact, it was by attending his church that I met and subsequently married his daughter. And I'm aware of how he has lived his life in a sense dedicated to God. I know that sounds like a bold statement, and if I was saying it of myself, it would sound show-offy. But saying it of Tony, I know it to be true. And it was particularly amazing to notice that in his final days in the nursing home, we had feedback from the staff about something about his presence that helped spread peace and calm amongst the staff and other residents. And this was at a stage where his health was so depleted that he could hardly say or do anything. Yet he radiated a presence that they appreciated. And that is what comes of living in relationship with God. He grew up in rebellion. He declared himself an atheist when he was a young man. But he encountered the risen Lord Jesus Christ, and his life was transformed. And the rest of his life was led in communion with God, in relationship with God, and in a way that brought the presence of God to others. Now, the encouragement I have, as bereaved myself and my wife bereaved in this coronavirus lockdown, we are both of us experiencing something of that peace, of the presence of God despite those circumstances. And honestly, it can be the same for you. But anyone who chooses to put your trust in the Lord Jesus Christ, it results in a reality of knowing our safety, even in these uncertain times, knowing a future with God, even if our earthly life is coming to an end, and knowing our loved ones also have a future. I recommend, if you don't yet know the Lord, that you seek. And seek the help of Christians, or your local church, or any church that's meeting online, as ours are doing. We're also about to offer the Alpha course online, which is an introduction to Christianity to help explore the things that matter in life. And we, as a whole nation, and indeed a whole world, have been through a pandemic that undermined what we thought were the pillars of our security. And it's a good time, therefore, to explore, actually, do I need my security